Look, I defeated my fears, soaked a towel in my tears.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. On 1st down, Garoppolo forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kyler Fackrell in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Coleman now. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Used to have a coach who tells us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Let's go, come on.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Now McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. And Hill running right through it. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, 626.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, where y'all going?
They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll go down at the 28. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First down, here's the run of Montgomery. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. McKinnon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo now. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Clay Matthews with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
That's fine. Yeah.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Throw right side, taken in by Wallace. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows to 10-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey, boys, got 4. 4 down. 319. Yeah, Liz.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Now he'll let it go deep right side. His throw incomplete. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And this is going to be 49er football.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They run it with McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here again is McKinnon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And they'll go on the ground. And the ball is knocked out. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run with McKinnon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Gold now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. on second down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end, Graham. Packer first down.
That's mine. Yeah.
Draw play, Rodgers to Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Looking deep for Adams. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Here's Rodgers, and Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Here we go.
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And able to find Garcon. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kenny Clark. He's the one to get him. And that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down again. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Now let's go. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning. Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
319. 8-6-26. 319.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And Crosby puts it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Now let's go. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw here is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw here. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bradley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
They'll look to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Leopard, hurry up, here we go. Blue landed.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Set! 319! 319!
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Clay Matthews in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Green Bay, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the L.A. Chargers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon, I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke for way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fire you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. If I got my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presses in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to. Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
Buddha
Yeah.
blesses me.
Chill. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, then sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bellin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame. Bought the game, all brand new chain. Ice, swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Whip that thing, whip it, this shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it, bring the. Don't want no, they pull up with that. It's times three, this how it go. Park $1 million at the. We gon' eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs than PJs. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Splash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Hunch up on the call, gotta. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash.
Now she don't ski, splash. Think about folks not on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about folks not on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers.
Ice the game, had to ice the game. So much ice, too much, had to ice the lane. Freeze the dud, freeze, had to freeze the lane. Freeze, camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up, guess I'm homegrown, well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics for that baby, wipe this nose. I wipe this nose. What's a leg with till they explode? Superstars out. Hey. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about folks not on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about folks not on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Race with the stars out. Not a boarded house. Get deported out. Group got for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. This ain't diamond milk, yeah. I'ma keep the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about folks not on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about folks not on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked the towel in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of views in this deer. I hate to do with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, I ask her man, cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your Mrs. Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mixed with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need to pad the walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get the notification. us parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Yeah, we like, your girl has been calling for days. I get they know different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
Like it's bad brains in me with my face on face.
Little homie.
Oh, what? It just goes out like that? Nah.
Settle down, won't you say? Settle down.
I'm in black car, racing through the incoming lane, so insane. It's not a game, yeah.
Settle down, won't you say? Settle down.
I'm in a black car, racing through the incoming lane, so insane. It's not a game.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch, I like to